Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me he understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rogers. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Russell, bringing the heat. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume.
Might have a chance. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Swings it out to the flat. Can't get him to the ground. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They only need about the length of the football to convert on 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Alabama quickly back to the line. Now on the move. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Russell. Right on the money. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. Makes it past the marker. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looks as if he's going to run it.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Throwing Sellers. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in on the left. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Because of this receiver's size, even when he's covered, he's open. You've got to give him shots. You've got to put it somewhere near his body. Let those long arms go pluck the football and get you a big first down.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Using the quick game. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead.
10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And he'll lose yardage on that return. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Sellers. He's going to run it. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait.
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Russell on play action. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. There he goes. Picks up the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him.
There's a crease. Got enough space. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback gets past the marker. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Motion from the wideout. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Keelan Russell. Out of the backfield, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Russell. He's got an open man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity. And I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Makes the catch. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On the move. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? A run for the quarterback. Could be an outlet. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Sellers to throw. Sets up the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. It's complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Scanning the field is Sellers. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Here comes the heat. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab deep. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll pull it down. Breaks the tackle.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 21 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work on top after how productive that passing game was in the first half. Turning it on! Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Sellers through the noise. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Sellers. Under fire. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation.
Here's a little room there. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
And we've already seen him catch a touchdown, and now they're using his speed in another way. Like, when you have a monster, you give him the football. You feed him. So they give him the football, hand it to him, let him use his speed, get to the outside, make a play, and score a touchdown for this offense.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Number 45, set to kick it off.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the score. He unleashes a long one. Hauls in the deep ball. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Motion from the wide receiver. They go play action with Russell. Looking to scramble. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Makes the grab on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Gives it on the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback may change this route. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Man, it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And they're able to get him down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Away from the defender. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Throwing Sellers. He wants to go deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Russell on play action. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. He wants to change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. He fires a bullet to the right. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Hauls it in at the 25. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Sellers. Working that left side now. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office, being able to execute.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Still running at the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quick release on the RPO. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense comes out.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Russell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. The offense changing the play. Oh, better look out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go, ready. 129, 129. Go, go.
And he'll be brought down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Ready. Red 54, red 54.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And he'll be smacked to the ground. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 7. Yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's Sellers to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
Gain of 20. 1st down for the offense.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. He wants a big play here late. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Sellers to the air again. Here's a heat. Being chased. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Last chance coming up. Pressure coming.